Hey, what's up guys, this is BubbaTV24 and welcome to the channel. Today we are in the game Smoothie Factory Tycoon in Roblox and I am going to rebirth for the first time, show you guys how to play. I don't really know of a good way of doing this game quickly. It's a tycoon game. It's kind of, it's interesting and I'll show you guys the ropes here in a little bit. So before we get into this rebirth, I'm going to show you everything that I have unlocked. This will be my first rebirth, which will then unlock some other things. So in this tycoon, you have multiple blenders and fruits and stuff like that. And each one costs more and more money, but is worth more and more money, eventually ending in coconuts. And you will have to buy 3 coconuts. And then what you do is you blend up all of your food here. You go through and you blend everything you've got. And of course, you'll start off very slowly. And then once you start blending, smoothies will come out and come out the back here. We're going to take this bad boy conveyor to where they go. So they will take the long trip all the way over here to the factory, where they will then go through 2 different upgraders that you will have to buy, and they will go into the factory where you will have to open the door, let them come in to be juiced. Okay, so they're not smoothies, they're just buckets of fruit pulp. They come in, they get juiced, and then they get packaged by this grabber into a box and then sent into a cart where you make money. Now, this is a very slow process once you first start the game, and this bad boy does not move nearly this fast once you start out. But that is pretty much the entirety of the game, and the idea is to make as much money as possible, just like every one of these types of tycoons. Rebirth, so you can get more options of stuff that you can buy, like this right here. And yeah, there are 2 different obbies that you can go through and play. There's a hard one, and then there's an easy one. Both of them, this one's can be relatively difficult. One, because it does slow you down quite a bit. So if I go through here, I'll show you guys the obby. If I don't die in the process, I'm so used to running at a certain speed that when I actually jump into these obbies and they slow you down, it's a little bit annoying because I was expecting to move through this a little bit faster than this, but that's okay. So this obby's not terribly difficult. If I fail it again, that's okay. I'll just go back to the tycoon. But essentially, the obbies give you a multiplier in terms of how much you make. And once you get that multiplier, we got to watch out for the spinny blade here. Up we go. Once you get that multiplier, it's going to apply to all of your stuff that goes into the actual like money you get, which is pretty good. So yeah, so the obbies are pretty good, and they go for I failed it. Oh well. They go for I think this one is 2.5 minutes and this one is 1.5 minutes. We'll go ahead and grab the easy one just to show you guys that. So yeah, once you get to the end of that hard obby, it's just a bunch of like pillars you got to jump onto, and then you get to the end and you've got it. So I had gone through the majority of that obby, but we're gonna just go through. So this is 1.5 minutes. The other one's 2.5 minutes at 2 times, I think, maybe 3. I'm not exactly sure. And yeah, that is the entirety of really the tycoon. It says here that if you get 6 rebirths, you get a basement. I don't know what's in the basement. Maybe we'll figure it out. But if you guys enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like on it. Feel free to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when new stuff comes out. We're on the road to 7K, guys, and we're going to try and hit it. So let's go ahead and rebirth. Hit up a new thing here. So it will reset your money and purchases, but you will keep game passes and unlock new blenders and or upgraders. We're going to get a multiplier, and we're going to get a rebirth. So let's go ahead and do it. Boom. Restart, baby. Restart. And then we go to new factory. So we're starting over. It's my factory. We got some little fireworks. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit of a celebration for it. Although I've kind of wasted my multiplier there. That's okay. It's okay. So we're going to start here with our free stuff. And you have to buy the blender. You also have to buy the first sets of strawberries. And as you can see, this will fill up with strawberries to a certain point. And now that it's there, we'll go ahead and blend. It's going to close, blend it up, and do what it did before. It's going to poop out some stuff. So we now have access to the watermelon droppers here, which is from rebirthing 1 time. And each time you rebirth, it looks like you get some sort of new fruit or dropper and that's a good thing. So all that stuff is gonna go this away. We're gonna fill it up a little bit here. It's gonna take a little while to get through because the process is gonna be super slow now. So you can blend at any time, but it is, I would say, probably better to do it once it's full. And one of the things that you're gonna do once you get all the stuff upgraded, I highly recommend upgrading everything in here very quickly, because you want the door to stay open for a long time, and you also don't want it to take a million years to get things done. So you want to also just get to the point where this stuff in here is a little bit automatic, and the only thing you ever have to do is click the button to open the door, because really you should be spending all of your time here making sure that the blenders are working constantly. And then really I don't even go in there and do anything with this until it starts backing up out here. Now, maybe not early game because, well, you can't hold as much in here and it takes a lot longer. But we'll go ahead and open the door. And so, as you can see, it takes 3 seconds to do one thing of juice. So once you get to the point where this right here is down to like 0.25 seconds, and you're able to just fly through 50 of these things in like 2 seconds, it's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and go over here and hit the open door thing. This right here, the automatically open door, is like one of the most important things you'll get here. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and let that fill up. We could just, you know, eke out a little bit more money here by doing that, although not recommended until the things are full. But as you can see, it's pretty slow. Now imagine 50 of these things sitting in here with this thing going as slow as it is. Okay, $150. We should get 100. Yeah, let's say 195. We need 20 and 50. So we now have ourselves. Oh, we can actually get the blender here. So we now have the ability to get more out of this right here. And essentially, this is just what you're doing. You're gonna fill up your blender. You're gonna blend, and then you're gonna get the juice and do this again and again. And yeah, so I highly recommend that if you're gonna upgrade stuff in here very quickly, so that way you have less to worry about in here, and the only thing that you have to do later is just making sure that these things are running. That's the most important thing, is making sure the blenders are constantly going so you can constantly get money, and then that way you can go and rebirth again so you can get all the new stuff. So yeah, conveyor speed is really good. These upgraders add value to your fruit, your buckets here. And yeah, I'm not sure what all this stuff does just yet. Haven't gotten there, but yeah, we'll get there eventually. So yeah, so this is a fun one. It's very much in the style of like a Gumball Factory Tycoon and those sorts of things, but it does have a little bit of a twist on it. It's not exactly the same, you know, but it's kind of similar. It's in that same style, very similar, kind of like to that Treasure Tycoon that I played not long ago. So yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's an alright one. Is it something that I'm going to keep going back to do rebirths? Probably not on my own time, but if you guys want to see it, make sure you leave a like on the video, because that lets me know that you want to see the later stuff, and I can do that. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much it to this Tycoon. But yeah, if you do want to see the later stuff, the stuff that oh, we can go ahead and get these two. The stuff that is like 6, you know, rebirths or whatever, I can do that. Just let me know. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the whole entire Tycoon, and if you want to go and do the obbies, you can do that for more money, that kind of thing. And I will see you guys in the next video. I've been BubbaTV24. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I am signing out.